Phil, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
Oh, great.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look! This is crazy!
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
Am I gonna wake up? I think I might be waking up. I like my golden armor. Whoa, okay. This is either really good or really, really bad.
Here it comes! What is that? What's going on? This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion.
Not sure whether I want him to go with me.
What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Don't do this.
Get him off you!
I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
I'd go. I think going is probably a good idea. Wow.
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sofia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sofia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altaïr's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Is this the end? I don't want it to be the end. This doesn't look like the end. This looks like a new stuff. Wow. Wow, this...
We must hurry. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
My god.
Began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altaïr?
Altaïr ibn La'ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
My god.
And the
Look at this
mandate
place.
for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
Probably not. Although I don't seem to be wanting to answer her.
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself.
Oh, here we
and
go.
let them go.
Did they not try explosives? I'm glad they didn't, because I imagine it might have worked, but still.
The end of the road.
So, I need to complete the puzzle.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Oh god.
Knowledge, above all else. Altaïr was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange.
If I put that in the middle...
Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
So maybe they have to join the lines up. And then this one would be
you?
up there somewhere. Oh, I don't know.
Sofia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
I don't know. Okay. Right, hang on.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altaïr was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom.
Oh, it's triggered the bloody thing again.
He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sofia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
There we go. Okay, get in there. No, I don't want to get a hint. Go away. Stop that. Right, this is the shape. Stop flashing the F1. I'm not getting a hint. I refuse. Solve this puzzle of my own accord.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
This is the bit where she slips a knife into my ribs and it turns out she was like the master assassin of all master assassins, and that's it. Doomed. Okay, I have a torch. This okay. So I'm automatically lighting torches. I suppose that's okay. There's no more. Well, this is a very dusty, dark library with something interesting in the middle. Oh my god, there's somebody in here. What the hell?
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
With one more key. One more memory. What have you got to show me?
Requiescat in pace, Altaïr.
One last memory, guarded by the others.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before. of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altaïr? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Something.
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria.
Haunted by echoes of the past. Poor Altaïr.
Where? If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus, or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Sit a moment and rest. A moment, huh? I think it might be more than a moment. That is a hell of a comfy looking chair. Look at the padding on that. And this is the fate of Altaïr. This sort of proves the whole thing of putting your memories inside these things. Bizarre. Thoroughly bizarre. Ugh, freaky. That was good. That was good. I liked that. But Ezio. Oh yeah, I am. I was about to say, are you going to get the apple, or are you
Another
not?
artifact? No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
This is freaky. Where's my axe gone?
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain.
Okay, weird.
I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the hereafter, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
Okay.
It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
Pity. I like the world. Ah, it's quiet. This is the problem with these cut sequences, these particular ones, these pre-rendered ones. For some reason the volume is just really, really low. This does not look far into the future. Not that far. Or the past. I know the past doesn't seem to make sense, but I know that this whole game is a bit freaky. That didn't look pleasant.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Okay, this is freaky. I like the touch, you know, passing of the time. Oh, please.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing.
Oh, finally.
Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
Who is Desmond? I am Ezio. No, I don't.
I know what we need to do.
He was not expecting it and expecting it. Okay, this is freaky. Wow, well, I'm not going to leave the credits on for too long because I have a call to answer, which has been ringing on and off. That was fun. I enjoyed that, and I cannot wait for Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor. It's going to be great fun. That is the way. I mean, it's a complete change of surroundings. What with the jumping through the trees, and bringing it forward as well. I love these eras they keep picking are great. And let's face it, the era that the Assassin's Creed 3 is in is brilliant. You know, you've got the Native Americans in there, you've got that aspect, you've got the great massive wilderness, you've got the fact that muskets and rifles are really starting to kick in as being a big weapon. You've then got the pirates as well, because at the end of the day it's the era of pirates, so there's going to be a load of privateers in there as well. It's going to be great fun, so rest assured, Assassin's Creed 3, I'm going to do it. When it comes out, it's mine. What a good game. I enjoyed that, so until next time, I bid you all farewell, and of course, cheerio.